And first of all, we're going to be doing the custard. And for like a basic recipe, I usually use 7 egg yolks. Don't use egg whites. Some recipes do use egg whites, but I don't use egg whites. So yeah, and get something. We're going to be doing double boiling, so get something that you can put in a double boil. So I've used this metal thing, which I usually use. So yeah, first of all, start separating the egg whites and egg yolks. To the 7 egg yolks, we're going to add a cup of sugar. So just normal sugar, not icing sugar for this. So just do a cup. This is a fairly big cup than normal, so I'm just going to do about 3/4. Don't really like too much sweet things, so you just pop that inside, and we're going to mix it. Okay, on the double boil, you want to make sure that you've got enough water boiling. So I've started boiling the water whilst I started beating the eggs. Okay, and just pop your bowl on top and start mixing. Good. So yeah, be very careful while doing this. And just keep mixing until the sugar has dissolved and also it becomes a lovely yellow, creamy mixture. And that's, I think, it's done. Just put the heat down and it should look just about like that. Okay, coming back to the custard, just give it a bit of a mix now and again, because you don't want it to just set, because it will start setting when it's cold. So just give it a mix, leave it again, because it is still hot. I can still feel it. If you want, you can put it next to the window, like I have. I'm keeping it by the windows so that it does cool faster. Right, okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to whip some cream. I just used some regular whipping cream. Just whip one. That's around about 280 milliliters. So any whipping cream, or any double cream actually, you just whip it until it's soft peaks. Add to that about 400 grams of mascarpone cheese, but I don't have that at the moment, so soft cheese works just as well. And for that, just mix it all up again. And we are going to add some vanilla extract. This particular vanilla extract, I don't know if you know, but many vanilla extracts contain alcohol. It's just the norm to put alcohol in to preserve the vanilla, but these ones don't actually contain alcohol, because I don't know if you can see, it is artificial. It tastes just as good, but it is artificial. And for people who don't have alcohol containing products, this is a great way to have vanilla in your food without worrying. So I'm putting about 3 drops in. I'm going to give it a bit of a mix. Custard. This is slightly warm. It's better if it's colder, but not to worry, you can still put this in. I'm just going to pop that in. The issue about putting hot custard in is that the firmness that you get from the whipped cream and the mascarpone cheese will just disintegrate. You'll just get a flop, and you're going to have to pop it into the fridge. If that happens, no worries, put it into the fridge. But you're just going to take longer to make the tiramisu. We're going to start assembling the tiramisu. before we do this, make sure you have a dish that you can put into the fridge, and also make sure that you have space in your fridge. Right, with me I've got some regular boudoir fingers, and we're going to start assembling. Ignore that, I was being clumsy there. So you want to get yourself a regular spoon just to put into the mixture here, and we're going to start now. Right, get a finger and just dip it in, and you're just going to have to repeat this until one layer is covered. You're going to need quite a bit of boudoir fingers, so I suggest for one recipe, I'd suggest you buy 2 packets of boudoir fingers, regular ones. If it's this size like you would get in normal shops here in the UK, definitely get 2 packs. I wouldn't suggest getting 1 pack, it would definitely finish. Get the cream mixture, just dollop it on top, just dollop it. Make sure you cover the layer though, because we're going to put another layer on top. Chocolate, or if you want dark chocolate, would work perfectly fine, and just make sure you keep it in the fridge for about a good 2 hours at least, because you want it to be proper set before dessert time. And yeah, that's really just about it. Isn't that lovely?